evening, everybody. Happy Friday. Welcome to stream. It is lovely to have you here. Josh and Nobu and anybody else who's hanging out and lurking. It is, as ever, wonderful to see you. And yes, Josh. Hello, Oki. It's you. You hanging out. I'm moving Xenoblade to a twice-a-week schedule because I realize, yeah, it's the big game, and for some reason I've been putting it on the back burner, which, yeah, my schedule's been a bit up in the air this year, but I want to try to make it a little bit more consistent, and I think big game gets twice the streams makes sense. Stitch, you have nothing to be sorry for. You're wonderful in all things. In unrelated news, I'm playing an asynchronous multi-world randomizer with Chair and a bunch of friends, and I cannot do shit at the moment because one of my games is Subnautica, and everything in that game is fragments of blueprints. You don't get blueprints, you get fragments of blueprints. And then when you get something, you still don't have another precondition. It's just, it has been an experience. But that's not what we're here for today. What we're here for today is Xenoblade Chronicles 2. So let's end the background music and switch over to the game. Just a moment. There we go. Last stream, we began climbing the world tree, which we discovered to be, in fact, an elevator, and presumably created by the same people who built Maratha before it was ruined. And then Indol showed up, and guys, guess what? The Pope in a JRPG is evil. It depends, Josh. It depends on how much side content I want to do, which I'm gonna say is not a lot. No taint, heck. Ooh, neat, Nobu. I'm excited for that. So it depends on how much side content I want to do, Josh, which isn't a lot. I would say I'm probably a couple of weeks from finishing the base game. I am also going to do the DLC, but the DLC is much shorter. So, yeah, we'll probably finish this very early next year. But yeah, the evil Pope used Fan's power to dampen all of our power and try to take control of a bunch of the blades. Also, Jin and Malos are in the world tree above us, and their ship turned into a giant fighting robot. You know, because anime. And now we have to fight some more peeps. And I mean, also save the world, but we'll get there when we get there. I also bought a bunch more Narcipair jellies because they're just the best item. They're so good. Ooh, Puppy Cutie Pie getting better. Yeah, Josh, it's fantastic. I honestly like that there's very minimal animation. It makes it very funny. Oh, also Pandorian nearly fell to her doom. And a bunch of other titans showed up. So Mor Ardain is like... It was always on its last legs, but even more so now. And Genbu is there. And Uriah is somewhere. Kid's popsicle stick puppet. I hate how accurate that is, Josh. Thank you for cursing me with that knowledge. I forgot that there was stuff down here. There's not a lot of stuff down here, but there's stuff down here. I also switched back to Pyra as my first blade. Because Pyra Mitra is the only blade we have that can cause a topple. But there are both Tora and Zeke can launch, and both Tora and Zeke can smash. So it's important to keep Pyra here while we can. But it is also important to remember that we have the best healing blade. Yeah, Josh. Some people were not enjoying them. I can turn them back up if they're too down. So are you, Stitch. How dare you be this nice? Ow! Yeah, a lot of people were not enamored of the sounds that the game makes. Hi, Pipito. Why are you all focusing on that? I specifically targeted this dude. Yeah, no, I get it, Stitch. I'm not complaining that people felt that way. Okay, our friend ran away. That's fine. Oh, hi, Zeke. I see you're dead. Those potions will be really useful. Ow, what? Weird, I haven't noticed a problem in Xenoblade 3. Like, I recognize what you're talking about, that some people are clearly identifying as a problem, but it doesn't bother me even a tiny bit. And smash. I guess I just like my JRPG characters to be talkative. Like, very talkative. Ooh, legendary core crystal? And I don't remember what Omega Drive does. Oh, this is the Sega console, the Omega Drive. That's an awful joke. I'm so sorry. Slightly fills the party gauge for each critical hit delivered. That's actually useful. As is extending topple duration. I think more topple duration is actually worth it on Rex. Yeah, apart from that, I'm happy with my setup. Again, I always really like looking across at these areas, because as huge as this is still a building that we're inside, but there are buildings inside the building. I will say, my favorite thing in Xenoblade Chronicles 3, I desperately want to find a way to meme it, is just Lance saying, "Oh, we got a rare doodah." Because that is an amazing line for anybody to say under any circumstances. I mean, basically exactly that, Nobu, yes. You put buildings in your building so you can have buildings while you build it. Oh, Zeke! Oh, Zeke, please, I need you to survive.
Great change.
Zeke, are you able to launch, please? No. Corvin really is very cool. I know he's very anime, even by the standards of this game, which I also recognize is a remarkable statement, but I still really like it. Yeah. If I start with Mia, I can get a guaranteed break on the first round. Because it doesn't matter what happens here. If I can just chain attack these guys, we'll be fine. Oh, Z! Sometimes I hate this game. Not all the time. But sometimes I hate this game. The chain attack didn't finish because Zeke had somehow glitched out of bounds. And then I got yeeted over a fence into infinity. Thank you, Stitch. You see, that's the kind of energy that's needed, as opposed to Rex just going, ah. The lack of energy on his fall sound is actually one of my favorite things about this game. It's so dumb. Immediately? Immediately. Yes, Josh. That is the new rare variant. And I was very excited about it. What do you mean it's healed completely? No, don't focus on that one. God.
Great change. Chain attack ready.
I don't know where this one even came from, to be honest.
Hold on, ready. Hold on, hold on. Launch, hold on. Smack, hold on. Diver combo, complete.
Oh my lord! This is going poorly.
Superb change.
You know, if y'all would actually focus when I tell you to focus, that would be immensely helpful. Like, I don't think I can quite express how useful it would be if this game's focus on enemy button actually did anything, which I'm increasingly convinced it does not.
Lucky break. Diver combo, complete. Ice break.
Okay. He spawns them? I just saw he has an attack called Eject Rider. That's where those come from.
Superb.
That should be illegal.
Cold snap, top. Launch, cold snap.
Why are you evading everything, you bastard? Oh, Lord. Stop! This isn't even a boss. This isn't even a mini boss. This is just some dude.
Dead of winter, top. Launch, dead of winter.
Okay. These guys are finally dealt with. Or at least the big ones. Now I just need to survive so that these guys don't respawn. Because you know they'll do it. You do, Stitch. And your unique name is just like you. Incredibly cute. Lord, that was difficult. I really need to refine some aux cores because this game is harder than it should be given my current level. I am competently level. I'm not high level, but I'm competently level. There was a landmark right here. There was a landmark right here if I just run past. Oh no. Oh, this is the worst one, I think.
Come out, come out.
Ooh. Rock improved his lock picking, apparently. That seems unlikely.
My senses are home.
This really is a fight you want to avoid if you can, because I remember it being very difficult. Plus, there's fun story stuff just beyond it. Yeah, you punch that dragon robot, man. And I love how we can now see that the glow from the world tree is not some kind of magic, but is in fact just holographic projections. It is never explained exactly what these projections do or mean. There are a lot of things we can guess, but it is never explained.
Wow, world has many amazing places in it.
And we arrive at the 7th perimeter skyport, an appropriate place because that's what it looks like it does. And in fact, that's what those projections may be. If this is a skyport intended for presumably takeoff and landing of some sort of craft, those may be guidance beacons that, even though the skyport no longer functions, are still sticking around. Oh, hi. Hi, Zach.
Follow-up shot. Diver combo.
Oh
Complete.
my lord. We hurt this bird very much, very quickly. I don't think he actually deserved it. You know, Josh, that actually makes a lot of sense. Ooh, let me at least do some core chips. These are some big improvements. But for the biggest improvements, I would rather have Mithra. Wait, Mithra's still got a really old chip. Pyra and Mithra do focus on critical rate, so it is something to keep in mind. You don't want to decrease their critical rate too much. But Muramatter chip is a big increase to attack and a massive critical rate increase. Counters physical attacks with counters attacks with 150% physical damage. That's also useful. In which case, Pyra can get... Pyra can also get a Muramatter chip to increase that critical rate a lot. We can get a... So, Dark Matter is 500, which should be my kind of baseline for thinking. Positron chip should be on... Frankly, Positron chip should be on Puppy Cutie Pie. She is the most powerful attacker we have. 718 auto attack. That is wonderful. Nia is not primarily an attacker. You know, I'm happy with Nia's setup at the moment. Man, I wish I liked you more, Rock. I've only really got you here for the fact that you have a smash. We don't want to lower the block rate for Poppy too much, so I think I'm going to keep with that. Oh, we can get that over 50% on Poppy Alpha. That's definitely worth doing. Hemlo Gold. That's a very good block rate for Corvin as well. Vale can get a really good critical rate. I was going to say astounding. It's not astounding, but it's good. Oh my lord. 708 Pandoria Essence? When were you this good? Have I been sleeping on Pandoria this whole time? The answer, it turns out, is probably yes. Also, I like the look of that weapon. I'm not going to bother with Bridget and Agate, because I'm not using Morag at the moment. I know that makes several people sad, but I like my current setup. And here we face more in-the-line loyalists. And their big old puffer. Oh my lord, that man did not last long. Interline Sentinel, level 60, is very powerful, and if I remember correctly, almost impossible to break topple launch. Probably not literally impossible, but very difficult. But we can get, I think my favorite, no, not my favorite name, but one of my favorite named combos, Ultimate Aurora. Okay, yeah. There are a couple of those gold. And it doesn't seem to have any interest in breaking itself today. Of all the timing to switch to Mithra. Still, I'm sure Corvin will make short work of it. You know, these loyalists sure are loyal, given what they're facing up against. They stick with it anyway. Where did you come from? You all just dropped in from the sky? God, it feels so good every time. When I first played this game, I was very disappointed that Break Topple Days was replaced by Break Topple Launch Smash. Because Days would keep enemies unable to attack for a long time, whereas Launch and Smash don't give you nearly as long. But the feel of pulling off a successful combo is so worth it. If I remember correctly, you can come up here. And yes, I was correct that there is nothing up here. It's just a cool little bit of geometry to look at. Oh no, this is how you get up here to the, I think, weirdest play salvage point in the whole game. Thank you, Kingfisher.
You're all mine. Come out, come out.
I'm gonna leave little ferret dude alone. I don't know. Oh no, this is level 65 unique monster. You may have seen this dude floating around. He is certainly bad news. He is quite difficult to fire down.
Chain attack ready.
Ooh, bourbon. I believe you're correct, Gold. I certainly can't think of one higher.
Ice break. Astounding. Cold snap top.
Zeke, if you could have launched, that would have been an amazing thing to do. Oh, your tail is so powerful. I need Mithra
Break
here.
chain.
Also, we'll get to it in a moment. I'm not sure we'll actually beat this guy. But this salvage point does always raise an interesting question for me. Oh, Vault the Fox! Thank you very much for the follow. That is greatly appreciated.
Cold snap break. Blade combo. Third stage.
Which integrated throwing system to work.
Dead of winter break. Dead of winter top.
I wish I fully understood that. Kingfisher, I assume it's VTuber things?
Superb chain.
Oh heck, Volk the Fox, thank you very much for the raid. That is incredibly incredibly kind. If I've got any mods in chat, I would appreciate it if you could throw a shout out. If not, I'll do it in a moment. But that's incredibly kind. Volk, what were you playing? Still, that is, yeah, that's incredibly appreciated. I always enjoy getting raids from, oh lordy, from places I wouldn't normally expect. Katamari stream will probably end up being next week. That is awesome. Thank you. Man, Kingfisher, you have done a lot for me, directly and indirectly, and it is all appreciated. Let me quickly pause just to give you that shout out. Yeah, still. You did the actual, yeah, you have helped a lot, thank you. What were you playing? If my shout out ever actually works. Okay, so my shout out isn't working, but yeah, what were you playing? The Twitch shout out worked, my personal one didn't. Or it did and I just didn't see it. Maybe I'm the blind one here. Regardless. Yeah, Moobot has decided to die today. Ooh, Dark Tide is cool, if only because it's a really cool name for anything. I don't know what Generation Zero is. It's a good name. Damn it. Zeke's down. The name Generation Zero makes me think... I don't know. Maybe MMO? Ooh, actually... I can follow this up with Ray of Light. You know, we're just gonna have to do a chain attack here. Specifically because I really, really need Corvin and Nia to group heal. Even if this doesn't finish off the enemy, Corvin's level 2 special purges Rage, and part of the reason this guy's so tough now is because he's enraged. And Corbin's level 1 special is a team heal. And since we have a Dark Orb, Mithra and Corbin together can guarantee that we break that. Good God, Corbin, you are too much to deal with.
Magnificent. Elemental burst.
As are you, Poppy. Well done. At this point, it doesn't even matter, but I'm going to stick with Corbin just to purge that range.
Elemental burst.
I really wasn't sure we'd manage this. Rock, you can have the honor of doing the last one of these. We'll let Poppy Alpha get involved. I don't use Poppy Alpha as much as
You
she
can't have a
frankly
rainbow
deserves.
without rhyme, baby.
You truly can't, Trom. Thank you.
Excellent. Enemy down.
My boy.
Okay. Got a few core crystals out of that. I'm surprised we won. Anyway, so not only is the Cloud Sea far below us, but below the Cloud Sea is far below that. I want you to keep that in mind. Because I'm not going to spend a lot of time, but I am going to salvage from here. And there are some unique things, I believe, that you can get from here. I will hydrate, thank you. So, how long is that grapple on Rex's arm? That he could pull himself up all that way? And if he could pull himself up all that way, why didn't he just do that from the beginning? Like, if his grapple is that long, I feel like there's... I don't know, I just feel like there was an easier way to get up here. Electric water gives you an effect called electrolysis, which you can imagine the translators were just desperate to find something that made sense there. Ow! You stopped me from toppling you jerk. But you didn't stop Tora from toppling you. Yeah, this is a good place to practice salvaging from. Because you can get some very, very good items. None of which is strictly necessary, but still very good. Electrolysis is a cool thing. It's just not very fighty, for want of a better word. We also have some of the blade bots, the artificial blades that Torna forced Poppy's father to create. But we're high enough level that we can just ignore them for now. Hello?
Time to take you down.
I'll just keep hitting you with my glowing sword. Oh, I'm inside you. This is unideal. Gold, I have heard the same thing. I hope nobody I know ever has to go through the pain. Oh lord. Yeah. We've managed to pull 2 tough enemies. Either one of which we could probably have managed individually without too much trouble. Trum DM it to me and I'll add it after stream. You know, sometimes I don't hear myself. I'll be completely honest with you. Well, they use it to remove hair from people. Facial hair from trans people is only one of its many very good applications. But I believe it was first used mostly just by cis people who didn't want body hair. If we have the opportunity to use Sacred Arrow when Amelthus isn't trying to control us, we take that opportunity. Oh, please don't kill me before I can kill this dude. I know that sounds incredibly selfish, but I need this dude to die, and I need to not die in the process of doing that. Alpha? Yes, does have a bit of AoE on that attack. I was correct. And Pandoria, I think, has AoE on this attack, but I may be incorrect about it. No AoE.
Enemy down.
Or at least no AoE that hit the Enderline stuff. Oh! Who just went away? Correct, Josh. Cis people receive a ton more gender-affirming care than trans people, but it's not an issue. We have over here Praetorian Medea. One of the tougher enemies around here, who you can ignore by just going under the bridge. Which is not what I'm doing now. I recognize that I'm going over. But there's also a path under the bridge.
Maybe agriculture is Poppy's specialist field.
But I think I'm gonna try it. This is a terrible idea.
We can do this together.
This is an awful idea. Here we are. It's interesting. All of the unique monsters from the Praetorian, their adjective is simply Praetorian. They're defined entirely by where they come from.
Ice. Hot. Floor. Ice. Complete.
Oh!
Ready. Great game.
Nope. Rex currently has a lot of heat and I'm not liking it. Ah, dead. No, this was a terrible idea. You know, if y'all could focus on the giant monster, or if one of you could revive me, I mean, either one of those would be appreciated. Remember how I said this might have been a mistake? No. Rex, that's not what I wanted. I wanted this. Oh, can we get to the story cutscene transition in time? Oh yeah, but it is still interesting that cis people get it much more. I just ran away and a story cutscene saved me.
Poppy, you're up.
Puppy got it. Both friends, hold tight.
Let's go.
Rex and the Aegis? What are they doing? Unless... Open fire! Don't let them near!
God, this music is good. Poppy, why are you just the best character? Yeet.
Rex!
Just do it from here. Okay?
Okay.
We're in a good spot. Let's go.
Mithra changes to her true form. And rewrites the laws of physics around her.
I've locked on. Siren!
To essentially move at the speed of light. Meaning, it doesn't matter how much the Underline Titan is moving. It's standing still from their perspective.
Pyra!
Rex!
Pyra can fly. You don't need to do that. But it did look cool. I'll give you cool points.
It's stopped.
Our chum's only gone and done it!
Poppy, do Tora proud! No problem at all, Master Pawn.
Eminence, the amp towers are...
Curse those fools! Do you even know what you've done?
You're right, Zach. Rex gets like 4 moments in the whole game, and this is one of them. Mikhail is way cooler than Rex.
Why?
What are you hanging around here for? Go!
That voice. Mick? That you?
You're chasing Jin and Malos, right?
I said go!
I know,
Why
Gold.
would
I
you-
love Rex.
Beats me. I don't even know anymore.
Mikhail.
I really hate this world. Like, really. And humans, most of all.
You used to be human.
But you know what? There were people I loved, once. When I look at you guys, it reminds me of them. I wonder if the people I loved were still around. Would things be different? I wonder that.
And I start doubting myself.
He's not really
Mikhail?
betraying them, Josh.
It's Rex, right?
He doesn't want Jin
Have
beaten.
you found your answer? I have, and it's pretty spectacular.
He wants Jin redeemed.
I see. Well then, I'll leave Jin to you.
He wants the same
Now
thing
go.
Rex wants in this one.
Get after him already. Tell him your answer.
Sir, don't just stand there and take it.
Amalthus, time to end this. Ha!
Ah, very satisfying thunk there.
Fool. Who do you take me for?
Oh, baby Mikhail.
What happened? Are you alone?
Looks like the only survivor. These burn patterns don't look like Malice's handiwork. Must have been humans.
Oh, Ice Block Girl is dead,
Pillaging while
Josh.
the world burns.
She was Jin's driver,
Hey, it's
who he
okay.
ate in order to become a
Would you
flesh
like to
eater.
come with us?
She's been dead for 500 years. He just keeps her body around
You
as a
don't
reminder.
have to worry. Really. We're all good people. Promise.
Can you walk? You can. Good going.
That is what I thought the first time I played.
Forgive
And
us, Jin.
that may have been
We're
something
going on.
Jin wanted at some point. But I think the main reason he keeps Laura's body is as a reminder of the evils that humans commit. A reminder of why the world is worth destroying.
Mikhail.
The Stitch, I will pre-venge you if it comes to that. Indol, it's sinking. Never thought I'd see the day when Torno of all people would be saving our hides. Mikhail, we can't let his effort go to waste. You're right. Let's go after Jin. That's certainly an interpretation of what I said. I have to have a word with him about the answer I found. Ooh, done got better. I still love Vale's design. I will say, I think this is quite a clever way for them to move the character up to an otherwise inaccessible area. At the end of the cutscene, this is where you swing up to. I assume this is a landmark. Otherwise, if you fell off, I don't see any way to get back up.
Treasure acquired.
There's a wind current. Thank you, Gold.
Structural analysis in progress.
I need 3 more electric mastery and 1 more focus. Heck. The electric mastery is not the tough one. In fact, that's my 3 levels.
Worked out great.
Whoops. But then focus might be a bit tough. The rumor come out. Does Wulfric be focus?
With my skills. Here, let me. Calm your mind.
Focus.
Structural analysis in progress.
Hell yeah, Wulfric.
That should do it.
Okay,
Showtime.
back to the A team.
Pleased to meet you.
Josh, it's illegal to just say what you think in the JRPG. You know, for kind of building tension, I love these multiple doors. And then the sky wall. So called for fairly self-evident reasons. It is very high up. This is the passage that we just saw Patroka and Akos walking through. And we arrive at level 3, Eliath. There is quite a lot to explore here if you don't just run straight to the end. I don't think there's anything, like, essential, but there are quite a few things that you can find.
Lucky break. Diver combo complete.
I do try. I challenge anyone. There's an attack there called Blade Virus, which reduces blade affinity.
Lucky break.
And also strongly suggests that whatever these sovereigns are, they know quite a bit about blades, which is surprising. You wouldn't think that that creatures within, well, machines within the world tree which is clearly a very old place, in spite of being very technological, you wouldn't think that they would know anything about this. We've seen no evidence of core crystals or anything like that. So, it is a mild curiosity that will be resolved before long. I think there is a unique version of this of Big Lad somewhere around. Gold, please. You don't expect this game to actually have working AI, do you? That's so much to ask for. I'm not even convinced that that telling them to focus actually causes them to focus. No, I know. There are just so many instances in this game where stuff does not go the way it should. So we had a kind of cool moment there. Perhaps surprisingly. He started an attack called Eject Rider, which very frustratingly makes the motorcycles appear. However, someone successfully hit him with a knockback during that time, which cancelled his arm. Hi, Zeke. I'm sorry, Gold Day, what? Say psych right now. Gold, that's absurd. Who decided to program this game, though? I love when an enemy dies during an attack, and Rex or whoever is just swinging at nothing. I genuinely think it's so funny. Oh, I might as well do this side, because I saw this side. I do like it when we can start with the full driver combo. Zeke, please don't die immediately. Sora's got an independent spirit, apparently.
Great change.
Okay, Mr. Motorbike Man. Your time has come.
Ready. Lucky break. Diver combo complete.
Ow, what? Those were my bones. I needed those.
Gravity break.
Oh, stop dodging. These sentries, by the way, have a very high chance of dropping very good core chips. The only thing up here, apparently, is a treasure trove. Boy, that sure wasn't worth it. No. No, go away!
Chain attack ready. Lucky break. Diver combo complete.
Thank you for the dukes, Mage. Nobu, I'm sorry. It was a moment of weakness. I won't do it again.
Wind break.
Wind break. I'll never get over it. I am a child, but I'll never get over it. Gold, surely you like moving a lot during combat, a thing that stops you from attacking and is also the slowest activity in this entire game. Smage, what have I done to you? You requested the dukes. Thought I heard a door opening. Right? Oh. I swear that's a 10% chance. I swear that's a 10% chance. Gold, someone else got it this stream. Biltong is wonderful. Now, Smage, imagine growing up with Biltong as something that's always available, and then not having it anymore. Oh, I did not need to go upstairs. Oh, sir! Bye. Are you the unique one? You are. Oh no. I can't activate the elevator.
Lucky break.
Can't prove it, Tron.
Diver combo complete.
I missed a core crystal. Look, at one of my tanks tank.
Great change. Ice break. Ice come soon. Lord ice. Lord cold snap. Diver combo complete.
Rex may just have to stick on Healing Beauty for a while.
Cold snap.
Okay, but then you give me a toggle opportunity.
Launch, cold snap. Diver combo. Complete. Blade combo. Third stage.
One of the things I can do potentially is try to rely on Z for Smash, since Corvin is very good. So I know he ejected drivers. Did he somehow eject them off the bridge into oblivion? Because if so, that makes me very happy. Of course, Volt.
Blade combo. Third stage.
I hope to be able to check out one of your streams soon. I like having zero visibility because I just end up directly under the enemy's taint.
Gamma ray break. Gamma ray combo. Launch. Gamma ray.
Yeah, I might actually...
Blade combo. Third stage.
I might actually switch in Adenine for Rock, which is what I originally had. It's not as reliable for smashes, but it's still good. Sure, Volt.
Diver combo. Complete. Fantastic chip.
If we could get a Dark Orb, then I could do a chain attack and be pretty confident in getting a lengthy.
Weather break. Lucky break.
Problem is relying on
Diver combo.
3 Dark Orbs is not good news. Gold, can you remind me what's a good path that ends in dark? Or alternately, I could actually do it from here. Yeah. Because I could switch to Pyra, and then we have 2 Fire Blades.
Excellent.
Oops. Oh, what? Excuse me?
Break. Superb.
I always confuse Water Dark with Ice Dark, which doesn't exist.
Superb.
If anybody says Ice Ice Baby, they will immediately be awarded 1,000,000 internet points. Damn it. Ice Ice Dark does exist. Oh. The fool then is me. How many orbs do I have there? Looks like 6, which is a good number. Because I may then be able to show something that I don't think I've yet shown on stream.
Ready. Begin.
5. 5 is sufficient.
Astounding.
So we can guarantee that we break
Elemental burst.
the water orb on the first round. Then weaken the dark orb for the second round to guarantee a good break.
Astounding.
Stitch, I was close, but we're taking a lot of damage, so I just didn't want to risk it. And Nia. It's healing in as well. Poppy, you can weaken that one.
Good.
And then... Why did Veil not recharge? God damn this game sometimes. Okay. It still worked out, but that should not have been a 3/4 chance. That should have been guaranteed.
Elemental burst. Elemental burst. Super.
Man, Gold, I did not even know that that mechanic.
Elemental burst. Full burst.
And now we get a full burst, something I haven't shown on stream before. If you fill up the burst bar in the top left, all drivers will simultaneously do their level 4 specials. You only control one of them,
Down.
but it is a very cool thing.
Did you see that? Yeah, I'd say so. When all of us come together, nothing can stand in our way.
And we got quite a bit out of that, including a lot of experience. Oh! Well, there we go. Thank you for reminding me, Stitch. But then we just saw it again. This is a long-ass elevator. Oh. Oh. Oh, is this? Oh. Hmm. I may be approaching a place where I am not prepared. And if that's the case, I do have a way to help myself be a bit more prepared. And we'll see if it comes to that.
What do you see?
What do I see? I see a bunch of people struggling to stay alive. Same as almost everyone else on Allrest right now.
Zeke, have you ever taken a person's life?
Can't say I have. Never seen the need for it myself.
Oh?
Why does anyone kill others? Because they're in your way, or because you can't bear the sight of them? You kill because you're weak. But I'm not weak, so I don't need to kill anyone.
Hell yeah, Zeke.
And I don't mean physically, yeah? I mean in here.
I suppose that makes me weak then. But that weakness is why I'm standing here today.
So you hate them? Humans?
No. I hate this world.
Oh yeah, he's amazing, Josh.
Chum!
I hope that's not true,
Huh?
Stitch. Because I
Do you
love you
like
and
this
so do
world?
other people.
What?
Just give me a straight answer.
Yeah. Sure, there's plenty of room for improvement, but then there's also plenty of stuff that's awesome.
What about us?
Huh?
I think Charlotte's about to propose. What?
Fleabag! I mean, how do you feel about us? People?
Whew, I was worried then.
You should be so lucky. Anyway, what's your answer?
Ooh, that's a tough one. People can be fun to be around, but sometimes they're hard to deal with. And then there's mean types, like that Banner.
For sure.
But life's about taking the good with the bad, right? So yeah, I like people. And I like myself, and I'm people.
All right, Big Ed.
I see! Well, that's you all over. I'm relieved.
What?
Well,
Hmm?
suppose a guy who hated himself had the power that you do. If someone like that were to meet the architect, I wouldn't be surprised if they wished for the whole world to disappear.
That's a Melthus. Are you getting double audio, Stitch? Been no change, so I haven't changed anything in my setup. Thank you for confirming those who aren't having the issue.
What have we here?
In my experience,
Anyway, there's a very good chance we are coming to a fight that I'm going to fail. Yeah. I don't think I'm going to pull this off first time around.
What have we here?
Megra's Gateway. If it's what I'm thinking of.
What's up, Jin?
So this is where it ends.
Huh? You say something?
No. I'll stay here. You go fulfill our goal.
What are you saying? We promised we'd go together, didn't we?
We did, once.
You okay?
I'm just waiting.
For the boy.
I was told to wait. I'll be watching. All of you.
Are you sure?
I am.
That lip sync was a perfect match for I love you, so I choose to believe that's what he said.
Hey, you! You wouldn't happen to be Ornelia's former blade, would you?
You know that he can't answer that
Ornelia?
question.
No.
Sir,
I'm-
you know that he can't answer that.
From the Territorial Defense Corps! It's you!
What?
Oh, I remember 'em well. Even though I was knee-high to a grasshopper back then. With that sword slung across your back, you were so cool. If you hadn't come when you did, our village would have been... Oh, yes! The house you used to live in is still out there on the outskirts.
House.
And yet, Trum, here it is. Etched forever. Oh, I see my bitrate took a bit of a dip. Seems to be stable now. Yeah, Jin found a
This
photo of
long war
himself.
for independence will soon come to an end. It is not only the war that will soon be over. Her life, too, is about to end. And when she meets her end, so too will I. Unsullied by her death, I will merely return to my core to await my eventual reawakening. I will sleep as at the end of any other day. When I awake, will I be the same person as before? If the architect does indeed exist, I wish I could ask him, who am I truly? Whence did I come? Whither am I headed? If I were a praying man, I pray this journal finds its way to you. Trusting that it will, I will use these last words to pass down a means of carving the bond between myself and my partner into this flesh. This is how it is done.
So yeah, at some point before he met Laura with his previous driver, Jin learned about the
My.
Flesh Eater process
How terribly desolate.
and wrote it in a
I
diary
heard it's been 90 years.
in the hopes
but
that he would eventually find it.
What is it? Did you remember something?
No. It's nothing.
Really? That's too bad. I would have liked to have learnt about the old you.
He's definitely not obviously hiding something behind
I
his
am
back.
who I am. I do not change.
That ain't your heart, buddy.
You came.
Nikki also cute.
Jin.
Are you alone? Where's Malos?
He went ahead.
Well then, what are you doing here?
Maybe the best track in the game.
Waiting for you.
For us? Are you trying to stop us going after Malos?
Perhaps. I want to see for myself. If this world has any will of its own, which one would it choose? You or Malos?
Then, you should let us pass.
That I cannot do.
But why? In your state, you should barely be able to stand. You know, if we fight now, you'll...
You see right through me, Mithra. But I made a promise. I'll do whatever it takes to fulfill this desire.
Even if it means your death.
Gladly.
Jin.
It looks like we won't get past without a fight. Chum?
Seems so. We'll give it all we've got. Come on!
As it should be.
Come at me, boy!
Level 66, Jin at his most powerful. Thank you for the dude, Stitch. Able to force launch the entire party with his worst move. I mean, his best for him, but worst for us. Okay, I'm gonna check the probability on that. Thank you, Nikki. Oh! It's very difficult to get orbs on him, because unfortunately he can reduce your blade affinity enough to get rid of some of your special charge. And he can just stun swallow you at any time. He used empty moment to completely dodge my I know words. My topple. Instant death. That sounds wonderful, Kingfisher.
Blade combo, third stage.
Ow, what? Stop. Okay, switch to Mithra. Foresight is an enormous benefit. Oh my lord, finally we got a smasher. Ow, what? Oh, darn it. Oh! I always forget how powerful he is while I'm fighting him and complaining about how powerful he is. Stunned Swallow is just such a mean move. Damn it. Completely evaded my topper. And he nullifies heal just as I was about to heal. Neat. Can we survive? Just. Ooh, Nia. That was some tasty healing at the last second there. Use level 4 special to get a little bit more healing out of this. This was not the cleanest fight. Boy, that could have gone better, but we won.
You still got it, but so do we. Oh no, you don't.
The power to manifest.
They call me
Crow?
True loss. That power comes from the architect. Why do you wield it for mortal sake?
Crow, hello, thank you for the raid.
To Elysium.
And then what? Open it up to humans? Share it out between them?
Do you even need to ask? Obviously.
And then what? Can't you see where that leads?
What
Yeah,
are you
Gold.
saying?
It was poor timing.
Humans will make Elysium into another Mortha. Just as they did with Torna 500 years ago.
I won't let that happen.
And after you die, what then?
How are you
Who will
enjoying
stop
the
the
remake
inevitable?
of Tactics Ogre? I know you've
Isn't
been
that-
looking forward to it.
Isn't that the reason that you blades exist?
What?
And when I'm not around to stand by you in that effort, someone else will.
Yeah, we missed a little bit there, so I'm just going to pause for a second. Basically, what Rex said is, like, blades have the ability, like, the way he sees it is that blades are there to make humans be better. The problem is not humans or blades. The problem is that they don't work together sufficiently. Humans see blades as tools, but blades are fully alive. And because blades have the ability to be reborn, blades can maybe make humans be better. Blades can maybe help avoid the tragedies of the past.
That's right. When a person dies, that's it for them.
Yes,
But
Josh.
their thoughts and memories will always be passed on to someone else. Isn't that the same with you, blades? Your past selves get passed down to someone else to become your new selves? Isn't that how you've always lived? We're no different.
From now on, I'll protect you. I'll keep you safe. Always.
Blades become titans when the time is up, and those titans give birth to many new blades, all while forming the world beneath our feet. It's awesome. It's enough to make me envious.
Envious? Of us?
So I'd like to ask the architect, Pyra, Mithra, all of you, why did he create all these incredible people? Actually, I think I might already know the answer. But I'd still like to check with the man himself.
To check your answer?
Yeah.
You believe you know the reason we exist?
Jin!
Akos, Patroka.
Patroka.
I won't let you kill Jen.
Stand down, Patroka.
But...
It is over for us now. There is nothing more. We've done all that we have to.
Jin. Nia?
Me?
Your power. Can you use it on Jin?
Well, sure. It'll only be a temporary measure, but...
Don't expect any thanks. We'll go back first and prep Jin for treatment. Akos, make yourself useful.
Yeah, I got him.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did you think Jin was the boss of this section? Oh, no. No.
You will climb no further. What? Amalthus? Here? And why does he look like that?
Guys, the Pope was evil. I know this is shocking.
If the architect did send blades down to this world, it was for my sake.
to find and raise cores containing more powerful, wondrous, unparalleled data. That is why I created the cleansing procedure. Behold the culmination of my work!
me, princess! You lunatic. He took the cores from all those blades. So that was the reason for the cleansing.
I am an agent of the Architect's will.
What is he seeing?
Delusions of grandeur.
You can't just decide stuff like that, dude! You're out of your damn mind!
It is no delusion. Have you forgotten the Aegis's power? That power. Is it not the Aegis's power to erase worthless things from existence? Is that not the Architect's very will?
Pyra and Mithra aren't like that.
I just realized. I know why Malos is so intent on scouring the world. It's you, Amalthus. Malos has become tainted by your influence.
So what if he has? What's the problem? You've had your little trip around Allrest. You've witnessed the state of Moritha. Mankind will never change, no matter how many millennia pass.
You're the one who won't change. That's exactly why you hate those who try to.
You tell him, Rex.
And why should I have to change? If I change, I lose everything. I lose my very self. Who in their right mind would accept such a fate? That's why.
You're weak, old man. The weakest of us all.
Petroka!
We get to see a little bit more of their backstory. Well.
You wanna kill us, huh?
You're not human. Flesh eaters?
We were on our way to be transferred to Indol. My sister and I, from Tantal.
Sister?
Here. The boy on the left, that was my driver. The right is Petroka's.
Petroka. Is that her name?
Yes. I'm Akos. Our drivers were brother and sister. That's why.
We're siblings too, you're saying? What a dumb notion. They're them, and we're us. No relation whatsoever.
Clearly been together from the
Even
beginning.
so, these bodies contain the lives of two humans. We are connected.
I don't get why you bother.
Are you happy? I'm asking if it makes you happy, clinging to things like that.
That I don't know. But it's better than having nothing. It's important to me. And that gives me a reason to go on. To live for her.
Akos is a very interesting character.
Akos, stop! He's...
Akos! Let me go! You monster!
How dare you? How dare you look down?
Josh, probably for the same reason as most players to survive their driver's death.
Depends upon ours.
Rex! He's got Akos!
I'm on it! Not on my watch!
Oh yeah, I've never used this ability that Rex has. I completely forgot he has it. Rex can wield Nia's and Pyra's blades at the same time.
Fighting so hard to save a member of Torna.
Indeed, but it seems like the right thing to do.
His aim is clear, and so is ours.
God, Morag's cool. I just wish I enjoyed using her in combat.
Time for kind manners.
I believe in returning favors. You owe me for that one. Much thanks.
How? Who do you people think you are? Incorrigible whelps. Why would humans side with blades?
Is he
Because
slow?
they're people?
He thinks it's a side to pick? We share a bond, you numbskull. We
Oh,
are
I thought it was
friends
earlier.
here.
Well, that explains it, Gold. Thank you.
We're in this thing together.
Bonds? A friendship? With these trinkets?
Rip Akos.
Akos!
You were cool for a while.
That was surprisingly painful. If I
You tore out the core of your existence.
were a blade, this wouldn't.
Join me.
Huh?
My name is Jin. I am just like you.
Akos!
Rip Akos, you were cool that one time.
Malthus.
You stay right there. He's human. So we should be the ones to kick his ass.
I have a heart no less human.
Then you better take good care of it. That's why you came here. Right?
Rex.
We're gonna break the 500-year-long curse right here.
Yeah, that's more than 500 years, but
Let's
sure.
do it!
So there is a difficult to achieve but very neat way to end this fight quickly, which I think I've already messed up. If you can use knockback, you can actually knock him into the hole he came from there. This is one of my favorite pieces of boss music in any game. What? Sir, very rude. He has an attack called 1,000 Tentacles, also known as It's Hentai Time. Oh. I did a bad, chat. Thank you for the deuce, Nikki. Stitch, there is a small possibility that this will be Cosmos stream. I will pop some core crystals at the end, as I normally do. Not with that attitude, bro. Divine Robes is one of his most frustrating arts. It literally just makes him invincible for a little while. Melthus also has very, very high resistance to break, unfortunately. Ow, what? You know, I did not even notice that, though, but that is interesting. He has an attack called Sacred Arrow. Mithra has an attack called Sacred Arrow. But his does not rely on Siren, and can therefore be used indoors. Oh, God Rage, that's fun. That is a forced launch on the entire party. Let's get a Ruinous Weather in there. Fortunately, I used that before he shackled the blade, so it didn't eliminate the effect. In fact, I was wrong. Oh my lord! His version of Sacred Arrow does seem to rely on something. Excuse me? That was absurd. I'm trying to basically force Corbin to use his level 2 special. Because that includes the effect Purge Rage. Which is really what I need at the moment. Damn it, Tor's done. I mean, we're doing okay. I pressed the button. Damn it. Damn it! Damn it! Damn it! It started going wrong when he used Sacred Arrow. One thing I am going to do that was actually suggested earlier, I'm going to switch away from Rock, especially in a fight where we don't get launch. Rock is providing us with no benefit. Having another healer will do so. And let's just make sure Adenine has an appropriate core chip. Don't really care about block rate. By the way, Adenine is not the best healer, but she is a healer, and she's actually a very powerful fighter as well. By the way, I do also have a lot of bonus experience saved up. So if this turns out to be too hard, I can just level up a bunch. She can spawn HP potions, gold. Plus, simply having another healer class blade changes Rex's class and improves his healing ability. Plus, Rex looks goofy when he's got the knuckles on. That is generally true of me too, Stitch. Oh my lord, Zeke completely evaded Sacred Arrow. Oh! I did not realize that that's what was happening. Yeah, apparently if you... now, if you do the level 4 special with both Pyra and Nia at max affinity, that's what happens. Yeah, Stitch, it just doesn't quite work out the way I think they would have liked. Oh, Golden Sun should really be on my list. It won't kill him, but it might actually be worth doing a chain attack here, just to force Corvin to use his level 2 special. It is Crow. The only problem is it might also be disallowed by Twitch. For, I hate to say, extremely valid reasons. Oh wait, Corvin's not gonna get his level 2 special because I messed up. Oh no, he will. Okay. Interesting, the Purge Rage didn't happen, but it doesn't matter because, you know, I think I consistently underestimate the power of chain attacks.
Magnificent. Magnificent. Enemies down.
Yeah, I forget that, Gold.
I cannot end like this. Not until I've met the architect. Not until I've erased everything with my own hands!
What?
He can't beat us, he'll just bring down the World Tree.
This is bad. The World Tree cannot take it.
How's that bastard still standing? After the incredible thrashing we gave him?
We must stop him!
What?
Jin! Pyra Rex!
Mithra. You.
Don't get me wrong, okay? I couldn't let him get your core too. That's all. With it, he'd be unstoppable.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's more than that.
All the claws, all the architect's words belong to me! Ugh!
Nia, take care of them both.
I will.
Jin, why didn't you kill me when I joined Rex and the others?
It wasn't a mistake, was it? Becoming the blade of someone you trust.
Jin.
I did that too, once. Rex, you have to stop Malus. He's still searching for his own identity. Tell him the answer you found.
Jin.
You should have died with Torna.
Let's end this now. Our duty has been handed down. Amalthus!
Your duty is as dust in the wind compared to my destiny.
Hell yes, Jin.
Architect! I should have been your chosen one! I lived as you wanted me to! I did! I always!
Josh, this is everything he has in him. I don't think it counts as a spoiler to reveal. Jin does not walk away from this.
After all, Pandoria looks pretty damn human for a blade. She'd be worth a lot to some people. They sell them. Line up the cords with pretty pictures of the blade inside.
It's the same as it ever was.
What?
As soon as people are denied something they desire, they try to take it by force.
Not everyone's like that.
Oh, some give up prematurely, but the feeling is there, I assure you.
Well, in that case, why bother protecting them? Why not let people do whatever?
To remind myself, I must never forget what kind of beings humans are.
Is that what helping me was, too?
A long time ago, I seem to recall seeing a very similar scene. Perhaps that too was one face of humanity.
Why did you look so sad back then? That was you too, wasn't it?
Father, why do you not answer when I call? Father, I've missed you.
Jin.
Answer for the weak, Trump. I mean, Pyra kind of forced him to wear this version of the outfit.
Jin.
Jin.
Worth noting, Jin is, I think, my favorite Xenoblade antagonist. Probably tied with Egil from Xenoblade 1.
Ugh, what a stench! They let beggars roam free in this town?
should they do with them, Malos? Oh my god, you're such a dick.
You're a blade, aren't you? Where's your driver? Dead drunk in a ditch? No, somehow I don't think that's it. The name's Malos. I'm the same as you.
Somebody please ban Crow. I don't mean from my channel, I mean from Twitch. Ideally from the internet. Chapter 9. A very short chapter. Damn it. Banning Crow from Taint? That's too far. Chapter 9 is a very short chapter, but has some of my favorite moments. Stitch, then I promise I will try. Oh, this is the one! The best cutscene. Or just the most interesting in many ways. Year 20XX, the Beanstalk. First low Earth orbit station mega melt.
We've been hit. Sensing Coriolis deviation across orbital ring. Reading shift to west by northwest, magnitude, 2.
Correcting tower balance. Releasing anchor bolt 127 through 214. Echelon siren losses now exceed 60%.
I'm going to mostly stay quiet.
Director, the Beanstalk cannot hold. The Saviorite rebels are very close to capturing it.
We have no choice. Initialize ion. Prepare the conduit.
Roger.
The glowing object we saw before is the conduit.
Director, the conduit's authorization has failed.
How come?
We're locked out by Professor Klaus. We can't secure access from our side.
What did you say?
Trinity processes sync rate at 96%. That should be good enough. Let's begin the experiment.
Deadline! Deadline.
Professor, no! The results have not been confirmed. It's too dangerous.
Ridiculous. It's perfectly safe. We are about to bear witness to the birth of a universe. Once, only a god could perform such a miracle. But today, mankind moves one step closer to the divine.
Are you serious? Do you even fully understand that thing?
What's the alternative? Do you want to just surrender this place to them? The conduit is a gift from some divine entity. It is a gateway. A gateway that will take us to an entirely new world.
You're delusional. Divine entity? The conduit is nothing more than a meta-universe manifold.
Galea, we humans are fools. We've ravaged the planet. We are on the verge of burning even the skies above. But the conduit could transform us into something so much more.
birth of a brand new universe.
Stop, Klaus!
Lore-wise, that is the most important cutscene in this entire game. Because that confirms that all rest...
Fools.
No, Josh, I'll go over it in a second.
The time has come.
I haven't finished 3, but so far, yes. Okay, so essentially, that event there is the exact same event that you see recounted by Elvis in Xenoblade Chronicles 1. The worlds of Xenoblade 1 and 2 begin at the exact same point. That experiment creates the entire world of Xenoblade Chronicles 1, utterly transforms the remainder of Earth, of this universe, into Allrest, and given that the conduit is almost certainly the Zohar from the Xenosaga games, ties basically the entire series together, thus far, with the exception of X, except I have some thoughts there. But that is, yeah, Gold's probably correct. Shadow Mage is absolutely correct. It is the most important lore cutscene in the entire Xenoblade series. Gold is correct that it may be the entire Xeno series. Okay. So, the only thing tying Xenoblade X and Xenoblade 1 together, the only thing tying them together, which is weird, is Telethia. Telethia, which are actually absent from Xenoblade Chronicles 2. That's not a spoiler, we're near the end of the game. There are no Telethia in Xenoblade Chronicles 2. However, the Telethia are quite similar in form to the Gnosis from Xenosaga. I haven't played Xenosaga, but I've seen them, I've read a little bit about them. And it is possible that at least some of the Gnosis, when the event that created the world of Xenoblade 1 occurred, were pulled through by the Zohar into that universe. And if that's true, then it is possible that at least one of them landed up in another universe, which is the universe of Xenoblade Chronicles X, a universe in which we know for a fact that this experiment didn't take place because Earth was destroyed beforehand. Earth was destroyed beforehand because for some reason the Zohar was not found on that Earth. I do know that, Smage, but thank you for sharing. Let me tell you about a special 3-person attack which only Rex can use. If you've got Pyra and Nia engaged to Rex at the same time, max out his affinity with them both, and then use a level 4 special, that's a lot of requirements, it'll come out as a coordinated 3-person attack that you could simply never get with other blades, and is very powerful. Its destructive power is also a cut above regular special, so if you've got Pyra and Nia engaged, be sure to use it to its fullest. Anyway, that was a hell of a fight. And a hell of a cutscene. Hi, Paula.
I'll support you.
So, what I would like to do at some point, I want to stream Xenosaga as well, and maybe even Xenogears, and then I want to do an extended stream where I kind of do the Barry thing that he did with Kingdom Hearts, but less jokey, more serious, but also more red threads on a corkboard conspiracy theory stuff. We can look around this chamber, but there's nothing here. This is the hole that Amelthus crawled out from. I will keep that in mind, Crow. Unfortunately, those are all long games, and unless I dedicate myself to just streaming them 3 days a week, it's going to take a long time. Which, I mean, I can do. I've got no problem with that. Also, very old games. One thing I quickly want to do, since stuff is coming, I'm actually going to take this as a moment to pop off some, to bond some blades. That's what's happening, Nikki. I'm doing this for Cosmos, and I'll do that for Cosmos as well. Focus on justice, since that's light element. I'll view the awakening for my legendaries. I'll skip it for my rare. Are they long, Crow? Am I going to regret even the idea of streaming them? Even knowing that they were going to be longer? That last one took like an extra fraction of a second to show the silhouette. And I always get hopeful when that happens. I mean, Smage, that's just Xenoblade at this point. Yeah, I've had that experience, Mage. These were supposed to be legendary core crystals. That wasn't very legendary. Not sure I understand you, Smage. Worth noting, I would almost certainly have played them, but I didn't have a PS2. I do know that much, Smage. I know X took quite a bit of inspiration from that in that case. Why would I ignore the giant robots? Why would I ignore the giant They're giant robots. Smage, I feel like you have fundamentally misunderstood my personality. No, Smage, I don't like giant robots because they're cool. Because they're useful. I like giant robots because they're giant robots. It's a very fundamental thing. Correct, Josh. Well, it created Xanta and Mainith. So, like, there's a lot. It created Xanta and Mainith, who are the result of the spirit, the spiritual component, the ether component of both Klaus and Galea being forced into a new universe. They become gods. The Titans are their representation. They themselves create life. The event that experiment did not create the life on the Titans. Galea and Xanta created life. I mean, that I get, Smage. And I will appreciate your warning. Heck. I really, really do want to get this. Correct, Josh. And we'll get more explanation of what the experiment did to this universe during this chapter. Chapter 10 is the last chapter, so anything that is not resolved in this chapter is not resolved. I'm just popping these until I run out of slots. Oh, I think I saw somebody streaming Xenosaga a while ago and they had that issue. No, it was Xenogears. So, different boss, but similar issue they had of just not dealing enough damage. Replace humans with single human, and yes, Josh, that's absolutely correct. Wait, that's interesting. Oh, that's awful. As far as we're currently aware, short of learning something more in future games, only 2 people survived that experiment. Oh. Yeah, this person was having a different issue. Gold, I'm right, aren't I? Literally only 2 people survived the experiment. And they were both the people in the conduit chamber. Yeah, we're not going to get it today. Let's say we're alive in some capacity, yeah. I mean, if a big glowing thing showed up outside my house, of any variety, I probably wouldn't touch it. If I knew it was the Zohar, I would be more tempted. Which I know is the wrong answer. Yeah, Crow, but in a bad way. Megres elevator number 1. Oh, neat. I forgot this was here. Thank you, game, for actually showing it to me.
You're all mine.
And the music changes. And we arrive at one of my favorite locations in the game. And yes,
Stop moving.
it's not shown, but this elevator
Perhaps
went up
we've arrived at the
a
end
long way.
If we go outside, we find out.
Good point. Let's have a look.
Look
God,
up.
I wish I could, Crow.
The stars, they're close enough to touch.
The other view is quite something too. Look at the cloud sea all the way down there.
So this is the top of the world tree.
Smage, don't tell.
Ah, that sound.
Huh? What is that?
It's Elysium.
Alicia.
This way. Let's check it out.
Oh, we saw a glimpse of the architect, Josh. And we do again.
It's been a while, Father.
Logos.
Is that my real name? What's it mean? Logos.
It has no meaning. All it represents is the ego of those who named you.
How many years has it been?
I forget. It has been far too long.
You know why I'm here, don't you?
I know it all. All that you experience is passed on to me here.
Then, let's get straight to the point.
No need to rush, my child. I'm fading. I'll be gone soon enough.
Is that right? Then I'll take it all.
Do as you wish. If you believe that is your role.
Is that choice really mine? Answer me. This is what I came to hear.
It is a choice you made together.
Good answer. Thanks for creating me.
Ah. And here comes the other answer.
So, as some people are pointing out in chat, yes, the name Logos does have at least some association with the Greek Bible. Logos is the Greek word for word, and is often associated with God in the form of Jesus, given that Gospel of John begins with, in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. Jesus being the Word in that case, and in Greek that is simply Logos. And especially in Gnostic philosophy, it is very common to refer to Jesus as Logos. Gnosticism is very interesting. Gnosticism has a massive, massive influence on the Xeno series. And there's a heart-to-heart here, which is probably where we're going to finish today's stream.
How remarkable. That view down below is the world where we live, isn't it?
And more than that, this is a far, far bigger plane of existence than anywhere the Titans ever.
So it would appear. I had no idea it was possible for humans to reach these kind of heights.
Isn't anymore.
And this world tree's been around since forever too. I'm not sure I can keep up with what they're finding out here.
Hey, Prince, look! Over down there!
What is it? You see something?
Look, right over there! It's Genbu! That's gotta be Genbu!
Seriously? Wow, you're right! That does look like Tantal.
What are you talking about? Of course we can't see Tantal from all the way up here.
We totally can, though! Come over and take a look!
So, unfortunately, there is no option to be completely sincere in what I suspect is just a game on their part. But I believe the first one is just a slightly more fun out.
I'm sure it's just a cloud or something. I don't see any sign of Tantal anywhere.
Not over there, over here!
Look right there!
Bridget can be a bit of a wet blanket sometimes. I love her, but she's not the most fun character.
It's so small, it's difficult to judge. Are you sure you're not imagining it?
No imagining going on here. That's Genbu, no doubt about it.
Is it though?
Correct, Josh.
Bridget? What is it, Lady Morag? Well, it's just... I think I may have spotted Morardane down there. Do you think that's really it? What?
Oh hey, you found your place too!
Where do you mean? Over there, next to that strangely shaped cloud.
Ma'am, it's all clouds.
Huh. I see the one you mean. Doesn't that distinctive shape look just like Morardane? I do believe you're right. Those wide plains look just the right shape. And those shapes flying around it must be Titan battleships. I thought as much.
I always forget that, Gold. It's such a fun fact.
Incredible how one can feel the majesty of Morardane from all the way up here. Quite right, Lady Morag.
Hold on, you two. Take a closer look. I'm pretty sure that's the Leftherian Islands. Morardane doesn't have all that greenery, does it?
Ah.
It's a bit of a silly moment. To the best of my knowledge, you cannot actually see any of the Titans. Although I think it would be a fun touch. But given how close they were to the base of the world tree, it would be just... you couldn't get the right angle. But yeah. As someone said earlier, the point every Xeno game reaches at some point of... No, this is no... Like, Chapter 8, we reached, oh wow, this is fantasy and sci-fi. Chapter 10 is, no, all of the fantasy was sci-fi. God, Josh, that would give me such vertigo. It's interesting to note, we know for a fact that this is Earth, and yet it is entirely covered in clouds. You cannot see any continents. There is a reason for that. And none of the doors on the sides open. And this looks suspiciously like an airport waiting lounge. With stopped elevators and all.
You're all mine.
Man, Josh, aren't you glad now that I'm planning on doing this 2 times a week? Even though, like, I'll very possibly finish on Wednesday, so maybe that won't be necessary. Although, no, there are still some side things I want to do. It's not clear how this security gate would have worked. Oh my god, the timing of that. Thank you, Nikki. So yeah, if you pass through the security gate with weapons, it starts playing Megalovania. That's when the guards come for you. Despite of what I said, I'm going to go a little bit further. Because if I remember correctly, there's a very cool reveal. Just up ahead. The bell we heard right at the beginning in Pyra's memories.
It sure is bright.
Yeah, it's right through here. I'm sure of it. We've almost reached Elysium. What is this place?
No.
Can this place really be Elysium? Where's the greenery? The water? Birdsong? There's nothing. Nothing here at all.
What a wretched sight. I have not seen anything like this in all my years on Allrest.
Look above, Josh, they are.
Pyra!
I don't understand. I don't get it. This is not how I remember.
That bell sound must be coming from somewhere. Is someone here?
Over there. Poppy detected one big thing, kind of like building, over that direction. Sound seemed like it come from there.
That building, eh? Then there's no point hanging around here.
Yeah. Only one way to find out. Let's go, Rex.
All right. It might still be okay. Maybe it's just this bit that's destroyed. There's bound to be something over that way.
So, this is never fully explained, so I'll just address it. This is Elysium. This is the hill that Pyra was standing on in her memories. Elysium was created as a refuge for people who could escape the ravages of Earth. It was created as a perfect place. Unfortunately, something like this in low Earth orbit, being entirely artificial, needs a lot of maintenance. And after who knows how many thousand years, there has been no. And this is what's happened. It has crumbled from disuse. Everything's died. So this is Elysium? Ugh. No use pondering it now. Let's keep moving. You can check that as many times as you like. And that is the slightly depressing point at which we will end stream. Thank you all so much for joining me. This was a genuinely wonderful stream. We made enormous progress. I know Chapter 9 is short, but we still made such good progress through it. And frankly, I really enjoyed it. So thank you for joining me. I will be live again on Sunday at 2:30 Eastern Time, when I will be trying, for the very, very first time, Celeste. I'm quite excited. I know Celeste can be quite a tough game, but I also know it can be quite forgiving, depending on how you play it. I don't promise I'll finish it, but I'm very excited to play it. Gold, I know you love the game, so yeah, I'm happy to see what everyone loves so much. Who should we raid? Quite a few people are live. I could raid Dan. Gold's first stream was Celeste. I think Gold's last stream, well, most recent stream, let's say, was also Celeste. I hope Gold streams again. Oh, has Anita started? You know, it's always nice to receive an early raid, and Anita's great. So yeah, let's go raid him. I know, Gold. Oh yeah, 20 minutes. Yeah, let's give Anita some love. Nikki, you cute. Yes, Nikki? I love you too. So yeah, thank you very much for joining me. Great stream for me. I hope you all enjoyed it. I hope to see you on Wednesday. And Xenoblade 2 will return next week, Wednesday, at 5:30 Eastern for, yeah, a lot of interesting stuff. I hope you all have a wonderful evening, or whatever time zone you're in. Stay cute, not that you can help it. Say hi to Anita for me, and I will see you all around. Have a good one, everybody.